Welcome back. This is the Benjinator, and you are watching Let's Play Chrono Trigger. This is part 6. And so last time we were hanging out in the back of the cathedral, owned by a bunch of strange monsters, actually. We were looking for the queen. Just took a bromide. The monsters didn't appreciate it. But we'll see what else is going on here. So I actually did try out the no TV approach, and it actually turned out to be pretty good. I have to say, I think I'm going to continue to use it in the future. So, just something to keep in mind. So, as you can see, you can avoid the enemies fairly easily in this dungeon, although later on, it's a different story. Alright, got a new enemy. I believe that these are called Gnashers. Gnashers, Bashers, one of those. Alright, there's the Gnashers. Pretty easy. They have a little bit more HP than some of the other enemies, but that's no problem for the epic trio of Lucca, Crono, and Frog. Oh yeah. So anyway, I was just fairly pleased about how that last video turned out. There's no electronic interference. There's no lines kind of going up and down the sides, as you might have noticed in the first couple of videos. And at least in this game, there doesn't seem to be a lot of disruption of movement. Because when I play this directly off of the capture device, it is a little bit blurry. So sometimes it can be a little hard to move around. But for a game like this, it's not really that big of a deal. Ooh. Oh, I see. They think that we're humans, or disguising as humans, but we're actually monsters. Yep. This is the break room, apparently. Yakra? Oh, wow. So that Chancellor, that weird one, actually is a monster in disguise. Well, thanks for giving away your master plan, dude. I guess that's what henchmen are for. Oh, God. Oh, God. Cannibalism, huh? Mega statue, huh? Let's follow that guy. See what he's up to. Okay. Where are you going, mister? Oh. Huh. That's kind of strange. Lean? Okay. So we found the queen, but apparently she wants to stay here. Well, at least that guy's happy about it. What's the king doing here? Okay, well, I guess our job here is done. Might as well pick up the loot. That was a little anticlimactic, don't you think? Oh, okay. Well, I guess that wasn't the way we turned out to be, or what we thought it was going to be. Well, talk about a fake out. These monsters are very good with their disguises, apparently. We thought we had saved the queen, but apparently it was just 3 evil snakes with bow ties. Did that monster say something about a Magus statue? What's over here? Well, secret doorway. Are they worshipping this Magus guy? Sad sunny day. Oh, okay. Well, apparently they're too busy singing to bother us, so let's go take their treasure. Defender? Yeah, this is a, well, I guess I was going to say relic and accessory. This is not Final Fantasy VI. I kind of like it, but, I mean, you got Chrono with the power glove, you got Frog with also a power glove, and the sight scope. I find that's pretty useful for now. If you want to boost your defense by putting it on and sacrificing your attack power, that's fine, but not really my style. Same with the speed belt. They're not accessories that I'm too fond of, but it's up to you. Oh, wow. Crap. Alright, so apparently we interrupted that funeral, or that, that song and dance number, the Praise for Magus. But we did receive something very valuable in that last battle. Let me show you. So, we're talking about how Frog was learning Slurp Cut. He's now got that, which is, you know, pretty good attack, about 2 MP, MP to use it. But more importantly, now we actually have what is known as a as X Strike. So, Fire Whirl is, of course, a dual tech with Chrono and Lucca combined together. But now we actually have X Strike, which I'll be showing off in the next video. Very cheap, very easy to use. Or, not next video, but next battle, I'm sorry. Anyway, so, took a little bit of damage there, and fortunately, I believe that there is a shelter down here later on, so we'll be able to do that. Anyway, let's press on. So, I think that's pretty much all of the types of enemies you're going to find here, excluding the boss. So, I'm probably going to be editing out most of the other battles, but we'll see. Anyway, there's a little bit more in this particular place that I do want to show you guys before we press on. So, we got the Bromade in that room, but there actually is some spikes up there. The Steel Saber. Alright, so this is definitely worth equipping. No, for Chrono, this is no major stat boost, but this does have a little bit more attack power. You know, it doesn't raise your speed or your accuracy or anything like that. It's your pretty much run-of-the-mill sword, except it's gray colored instead of blue. Ooh, that's special. Oh, look. Are these guys gonna fool us again? Oh, yeah, we just checked that out. That was kind of fun. Yes, we are. Alright, so maybe these guys are on the level. They're not, giggling at us like some of the other ones. Alright, now we got another power tab. Let's use that right away. And you would think that Frog would be the natural person to put it on since we gave the first power tab to Chrono, but let's give it to Chrono for now. He can use as much of that as you could possibly get. Maybe give him another as well. As you can see, whenever you recover somebody's magic points, the numbers kind of go up and make a slightly different noise. So, just so you're aware, the game is kind of a nice way of disseminating HP recovery and MP recovery. And by proxy, MP disappearance or so forth. Alright, so I just had to finish those guys off. Hold on, I kind of lost my place. There we go. Alright. Yeah, just playing this off of my computer and one of those stupid status updates showed up. So, alright, here's the save point. Gonna take advantage of that. So one thing to keep in mind, something that I forgot to do, is to buy shelters when you go in here. So well prepared, and I forgot shelters. Oh, there's one. So if you do forget one, there is a shelter there. And you can wake that guy up if you want to. Get some extra EXP, but I don't really feel like it's necessary at this point. So here is a skull switch, and if you hit it, you get a bunch of bats. We actually have not fought these guys yet, so I might as well show them off and give you a chance to see X Strike. Actually, why don't we get to show off both of the triple text that you can use. And of course, you can get dual text with people that are not just Chrono. Like later on, Lucca and Frog do have one. Marl and Lucca have one called Antipode, which I really like. So there's a lot of really cool techniques in this game that you can check out. The one thing I will say, though, is that when you get into the realm of triple text later on in the game, most of these standard ones you can only do with Chrono present. There's some special ones you can get with people that are not Chrono, but something to keep in mind that Chrono kind of is the point man for triple text. For dual text, though, there's a lot of different combinations, and we'll get a chance to sort of fool around with those later on. You know, you realize that you're kind of a weirdo when you realize that this is going to be the first video in this LP where I'm going to have to do a lot of editing, but I'm actually kind of excited about it. Maybe I won't be saying that in the future, but for now, pretty stoked about it. No entry. There's no door here. That seems strange. Well, maybe there's something we can do to make a door appear. Who knows? Alright, look. Anyway, if you pull this skull switch, then actually in the other room, the spikes go down. So that's something to keep in mind. Anyway, so watch out for the bat. And these stairs will not turn into a slide, thankfully. But you do have to go up here and fight these guys. Man, I gotta admit, the active time, active instead of wait for the battles does make things a little bit more challenging, which isn't a bad thing. Iron Sword, already got one of those. Not very useful. And now we play the organ once again. And what that's going to do is that door, or that note that said no entry, now there's actually a door there. So before I go through that door, what I'm going to do is use a shelter, heal up before I proceed. So I'll see you in just a couple minutes. Alright, so as you can see, the door is right here. So let's go on. Random door that just kind of appears, so... Alright, heading through here. Try to see if we can get around them. Oh, nice. Not bad. Alright, so... Being the smart person that I am, I completely forgot that there is also a save point here. So, if you are unlike me and actually go out and buy shelters like I had recommended, then you can use this here and heal up as well. So, but for the time being, I got a couple tonics. Gonna just use those. Zippity-doo-dah. And also, by the way, another mistake I just realized that I made is that the iron sword that we got was not for Chrono, it is for Frog. So yes, you do want to equip this. Alright. Sorry guys, I'll be making mistakes every once in a while, but make sure to save there and press on, and hopefully, uh-oh. Intense music. There's the Queen. There's the real deal. And there's the Chancellor, being all venomous, sitting in that light. Ah, Frog is being all valiant. Perfect. Oh, we'll be careful. Not with him, though. He's going down. Ah, little old man, you don't scare us. No, I believe it's time for you to jump off the mortar coil. Oh, crap. He's got a secret form! This is my true form! What is that thing? It looks like the combination of like a I don't know, it's like an octopus, a ram, and a turtle all at the same time. And apparently his name is Yakra, alright. I used to call him Yakara when I was a kid, you know, gloriously mispronouncing every single name in the universe, so for this particular battle, really good thing to do is just to use X Strike a lot. This attack's kind of a pain in the ass. You wanna kind of keep Lucca. You know, she can fight, but you do want to keep her on standby, especially when your HP is low. Definitely something to keep in mind. Overall, this guy isn't too hard, so let's just keep hammering at him with X Strike. Got to move fast though, because this is active. This is not wait. And if you see him kind of sitting there, pumping on his shell or whatever, you have to be careful, because he's going to be using a needle attack, which is his most powerful single attack that he's got. But a lot of the time, he's just going to do that. Typically, it's not too hard unless you don't keep an eye on your HP. The key is to keep an eye on your HP, because he will counterattack with that almost every single time. X Strike definitely is the most cost-efficient way to do it, though. And here comes the needles. Got to be careful with those. So, yeah, let's heal up Lucca real fast. Hopefully, she won't die. Oh no! No! Man, if I lose this battle, that would be really embarrassing. All right, so we got some revives. Perfect. And so just use a tonic on Frog. There we go. So yeah, just keep up the assault. I recommend in this case that Lucca stays on healing duty, so that way. Yeah, that's a fairly weak attack. You don't have to really worry about that. Sometimes he'll do the little spine charge thingy, but he won't actually use the needle attack. He'll just use something else. So yeah, first boss. Yeah, can't counterattack. That's one nice thing about this game, is that sometimes depending on the enemy's positions, they can't counterattack, which is really advantageous for you. But you also see later on that there are... Ah, there we go. There are other times in the future where the enemy will counterattack every single time, and the only time that you can actually attack him without him counterattacking is if he does get into a certain position. And if he does counterattack, sometimes it can be really deadly. All right, and Chrono learns Slash. Slash I'll be showing off in future battles. Good technique. Anyway, we have won. Woo! We rescued you! Hooray! Okay, we're gonna go back to the castle. This time we actually found the Queen. Ah, thank you. I thank thee too, Frog. Yeah, unfortunately, Frog is not gonna stick around in our party. But he was a nice kind of guest character for the time being. So, what does Yakra have? Mid-Ether gives you a little bit more of an MP boost. And, oh, look, it's the real Chancellor. Must have been really stuffy in there. Undamaged, sure. Being stuffed in that small of a box, I would hope there would be at least some psychiatric, or I would think that there would be at least some psychiatric damage, not to mention the physical cramping. So anyway, celebratory music. We've saved the queen, and it looks like things might work out. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you for the next episode of Let's Play Chrono Trigger with the Benjinator. So see you guys then.